Yes, sir.
All right. How you doing?
Not too bad. Can't complain. How about you?
I'm doing all right. All right. There's another episode. Run and Tell That podcast. I'm Gerard, my brother Ro. Um, and tonight's topic is relationship downfall. Who is responsible? So this was Ro's topic. Well, Ro and G-Man's topic. So right now he's muted out. As far as they can Ro will be able to explain the topic a little bit better. What's going on to my teammate, Queen Donatella?
Queen
Well,
to be.
you're so stupid. You want to explain the topic? You silly.
Oh, well, basically, it just, when you're looking at the downfall of a relationship, do you look at it as the person who checked out, or is it the person that's bringing little to the relationship?
Mhm.
Because there's
Okay.
two sides to that. Because the one
Hmm.
that's checked out could say, hey, you brought nothing of value to make me want to be here in this relationship. But on the flip side, the other person could say, well, you brought 100% of things that doesn't matter to me in a relationship. So what matters to me in a relationship, you didn't bring that. So it make me not want to fully invest in this. So then who's really to blame in this? Who's playing more of a bigger role? If that makes sense.
Okay.
Hope I didn't confuse everybody.
Yeah. No. No. So, what's your um, what's your thought on it?
I want to say I think it kind of depends on the person and or the relationship, not the person, but the relationship. Is
You're
how
talking
is how I
about
look at it.
Mhm.
What's
what
going
you
on? Who's it?
talking about.
No. We need you to drop down. We need you to drop down. Drop out.
I don't know how to use this app, so how do I drop out?
Like you gotta like.
That's family. I'm asking. How do you drop out of this? Like,
I'm not gonna lie
I
to you. I'm not sure.
just made it today. That's why I'm new to it.
I'm not. You good? We're gonna get through it together. Cause I'm not sure either. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Thank you.
But since you're here in the meantime, what are your thoughts on this? In the relationship that ends, who plays a bigger role? The person that checks out of the relationship, or the person that brings too little?
I mean, everyone's relationship is, is different. So, you know, I think when you say who is responsible for the downfall, I think in a relationship, if you're talking about like a relationship, I think both people should be responsible for both should be equally responsible for for the whole thing. And then that's my take on it. Because if you just put not one person is not supposed to be above the other. You're supposed to be equal. So we should share the blame equally. That's how I see it. Because if you saying like somebody, the other person is responsible for the downfall of what's going on. You basically saying that you ain't do nothing wrong, and you trying to like dodge accountability. Basically, in my eyes, that's how I see it.
Oh, okay. Cause yeah, 'cause you know, like, when you think about it, you have the one person, as we mentioned earlier, the one that checks out will say, well, the other person didn't bring enough to keep them in it. But then on the flip side, the other person that's bringing little will say, well, the things you're doing isn't the things that matter more to me in a relationship, so I can't fully get invested into it, if that makes sense.
I
So
understand,
then,
but
yeah, so there's like ah,
yeah,
hold that
I I understand what you're saying, but
thought.
like in the same on the same token, like type, you know, or I do something for you, I'm doing all this for you in a relationship, and you don't appreciate it, then now I'm in my feelings, and I don't want to be in a relationship because you don't appreciate the things I do for
Got you.
you, and you feel like that what I'm doing is the bare minimum, and I should be doing more for you, and da 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 da. So
Hmm.
there's you have that, you know, that like that's that's also
Oh
a
yeah.
thing. So it's like
Well, we
I don't
got
know.
like
It's
two
like
messages.
I feel like there's no like answer because it's like a
Hmm.
question, and everyone
Oh yeah.
everyone is different, and so it's like I don't know how Dr. Phil does. I don't know how he do it. I don't know how he do it.
See, that's gonna be the beauty of this topic. That because to your point, it varies relationship to relationship, person to person, where it give you a good insight to other people's psyche when it comes to their relationship or how they view a relationship.
Yeah.
We
So we
got two
do have
messages.
two minutes.
Yep.
All you have to do is press end, hit the telephone button, the red telephone button.
Oh, okay, okay. Thank you, Donatella. Thank you, if I'm saying your name right.
I'm going to
My
play the
bad,
next
dog. I ain't
message.
gonna lie to you. I won't even think about it.
First, my bad. Let me say, very rude of me. Grand evening, G. Grand evening, Ro. Grand evening, She.
Grand evening,
How you
Queen
Who's she?
Donatella.
You know, the way I speak to you, Queen.
Stupid. You silly. But you did say you was gonna say it like that every time. So
Yeah, every time.
mm-hmm.
I try my best.
I see that. Okay.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
because I forgot about him pressing that red phone. I just don't want to like, you know what I'm saying? Because once I upload it, you know what I mean?
yeah.
So that's why. Because I forgot to um turn the request off, and that's how he got in. So
Uh, so basically, you the gatekeeper of passwords.
that's that's what that other nigga said. Let's get
Stop it,
on
sir.
topic. Let's
Stop
get
it.
on topic. Let's get on topic. You about to get me in trouble.
Yeah.
So
So back to this
okay,
relationship
so
thing.
yeah. hmm
I think it's
I never did get to hear your point of view on it.
well. I think it depends on the relationship
hmm
and the person
And oh, okay,
or the people, I should say. You
yeah.
know,
hmm
I think that everybody holds blame in it.
hmm
I think the for me, more blame will probably fall on the person who's communicating less. It's hard for somebody to give you what you're looking for in a relationship if you're not
hmm
if you're not telling them or telling the person you with the things that you need. Everybody can't give you everything that you want. You know, this isn't a perfect world. You're not gonna have a perfect relationship,
hmm
but somebody can try to give you 100, and you may have to settle for that 80 to 90. You know, maybe 85.
Yeah.
But it
hmm
also, I believe, is that you have to communicate. You know, the things, your likes, dislikes, what's your hards and your sauce. I do
hmm
apologize for everything. I'm coming live from the Piss Bucket Mobile, so I do apologize.
Oh wow.
So yeah, that's how I mean for my take on it. You know, what say you
Mm.
though?
Because I mean, when we talked about it the other day, I think I went with the one that I guess did what I'm saying, did the least amount. Yeah,
Hmm.
did the least amount of work. Because I mean, but basically, what I'm saying, to what you said, you're not going to get everything from, what I'm saying, from that one person or whatever. And I mean, I said you hit all the really you hit all the key points. It would have been the same thing I would have said on that, as far as with that subject. You know what I'm saying with that.
Yeah.
But then it's still one of those things where you know a person can look at a situation and feel like they're doing 100, but really in actuality they're only giving you 60 or 50.
True.
So it's like I guess where you have to have communication. You got to be able to talk to the other person, let the other person know what you're looking for and stuff like that.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
like
sometimes
I've
another thing
been
that can come into play can be. Oh, sorry. You said what now?
no, I would say because shit, I've been married 3 times, so you know the first, what I'm saying, that second one, it was like really no communication. I'm gonna be honest with you, it was like barely none. But I thought I was
Yeah.
doing a lot, but obviously I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Because what I wasn't giving her, I guess she was getting it from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times it don't be like, a lot of times it don't be the sex part, it just be the intimacy. So you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And it really wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't really like that. So that's why I said you can feel like you're doing 100, but in actuality your ass is doing like 50. Strong 45.
And to piggyback off that, um,
Mm-hmm.
say that
Okay.
you can say with that 100, the
Mm-hmm.
selfishness in people, they will believe that they are giving you 100%.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you moved out again. Oh, all right. I want to thank everyone that's in here right now. Queen Donatella, 61, and I can't say her I can't say the other one. I don't know her name. What you was gonna say?
Yeah. Yeah, I said that, you can look at it like sometimes you feel like you're getting 100%,
Mm-hmm.
but because the person you with may be selfish to where they feel like they're giving you 100 and they actually not. Because the
Mm-hmm.
situations you're putting yourself first instead of the relationship. And sometimes it could be a subconscious thing that's being done, and they're
Mm-hmm.
not consciously doing it.
Yeah.
So then you also have that thing where you got to decide, like, okay, was this on purpose? Was this not on purpose? To which then you may feel like you have the conversation with the person. They say no, try to, be like, no, that's something you making up in your mind. That's not what that is. And
Mm-hmm.
you like, well, no, I think it's what you're doing. No, it's not. So then, and now this person may go, well, you know what? I may need to start pulling back because I feel like you're not giving me what you said that you was going to give me, you know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
in that time, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like, you also have that as well, you know.
Yeah. Okay. I ain't think about it like that either. So
Yeah. You still there?
yeah, I had to step away for a minute.
All right. I think my signal had dipped out on me as I'm driving down the road. Do apologize, everyone.
Oh, we got a message.
Hey, you guys. I had a question. So what's like the scenario? What's the question that's being posed?
So it's like, who holds the blame in a relationship ending? Is it the person that checks out, or is it the person that is doing too little? Because the person that checks out, they may feel like they're not getting what they need from the other person. But then on the flip side, the other person feels the same way. So it's like, well, I feel like you're checking out on me, so I can't really give you all of me. And so that person may start stepping back. So then it's more so like, how do you look at it, based on different scenarios, the person, and just to see, how everybody view it differently.
But the end result is if the person that's taking a step back is gonna be the same, basically the same as the person that gave little, because now at this point you didn't step. You know what I'm saying? You're not the person that felt like they was giving 100. They're not giving 100 anymore. So in the end, both I feel like not when you think about it. To me, both both parties are at fault for the downfall of the relationship. I think he lost signal again. So I hope that that example that Ro gave kind of helps out a little bit. Because like I said, the original topic was longer, so we tried to shorten it down. But we knew we was gonna have to
Yeah,
explain. But yeah, I feel like I said, I don't know if you had, went out when I said that what I said, but I felt like once that other person takes a step back or two or whatever, they just the same as the person that wasn't giving that much in the beginning anyway. So then, I mean,
true.
I feel like at some point both parties are gonna be at fault. But see, that also leads to what we were saying before, as far as like, you got to have communication. I mean, you have to. We got
Oh,
a
got a
message.
message.
Yeah, my initial thought is that it's both, but when it comes to the person who was giving 100 from the jump, when you give 100, I feel like it should not be um dependent on what another person does. Like like if you give love in a certain way, like you're not taking love away now because they done did something that you are questioning. If anything, like it should be just because that's who you are. Ultimately, communication should be established to let them know, hey, I'm having an issue with this, that, the third. You keep doing you, but when it's time to go and you realize, nah, I'm good on this, you just go. Like you leave it. I don't think you should ever compromise.
If you want to
I agree with
spin the
that.
block and give us if you had any more to that message. But yeah, I agree. I agree with that also. But like I said, like we both said, basically all of us said the same thing. You got to have communication because you're not going to
Oh yeah,
know
absolutely.
what what the other person's not. You know what I'm saying? That they're not giving if you don't tell them. So if you're not,
Mm.
what I'm saying, having that hard conversation, then what's the point?
I think that's another thing. I think a lot of people don't want to have that hard conversation because they're not willing to walk away from the relationship, whether it be what they invested into it. Not saying once they get to the end, but when you are in the middle, or when it's starting to get to that point, it's like,
Hmm.
well, this been the ride, so I'm just gonna go ahead and finish coasting this out, or what, bump it. I'll go ahead and start entertaining somebody else, or whatever the case is, instead of just
Yeah.
having that conversation. You have to be willing to know that this could end, you
Hmm.
know, because both parties should be happy. And if one isn't happy, there's no need in holding the other person hostage there.
That's true. I agree. But
So,
a lot of
mhm.
times we hold on. But see, like I said, um, let me put a correction on it. 'Cause somebody said one time before that I stole something from somebody when I know I didn't. Um, like Tyler Perry said in one of his plays or something like that, it was like sometimes we um hold on to something too long. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you only sometimes a person is only supposed to be in your life for a season, and that's the problem. Sometimes we trying to hold them motherfuckers about 2 or 3 seasons, and they don't. And it's not. Sometimes it's not meant to be that way.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like yeah, you have that hard conversation, and you sit down and you talk about it, and you let that other person know what you're not getting or whatever it is that they're not doing or whatever, and then make a decision from there. But a lot that message.
Yeah, I was saying compromise like who you are. I don't feel like a person has to compromise themselves if it's not working out the way that they thought it would. But also, it's like, are we talking about like, is this a relationship? Is this a marriage? Because I think when it comes to marriage, I feel like it's not always gonna be happy. Like, I don't think, I've never been married, but my assumptions about marriage are that it is not going to be a happy ride the whole time, and that there are going to be some spells where there is you're just not on the same page. But I still feel like you should be able to communicate that, like,
Yeah. Well, I've been married. Um, and like the old, like, what I'm saying, like the old people used to say, and some probably still do, marriage is what you make out of it. I mean, you're gonna have your good days, you're gonna have your bad days. What you, to me, I feel like, and this is my opinion, that, you know what I'm saying, when you like, you treat every day like, trying to think how I'm gonna say this. Basically treat every day as day one. You know what I'm saying? You take it day by day. You know what I'm saying? You want to make today better than yesterday. You know what I mean? And just go from there and take it day by day.
Yeah.
Because they, like I said, being married, there are good days, there are bad days, there are days that you love that person, and there are days that you sometimes you don't you love them, but you don't really like them like that. You have those days, and it's just what I'm saying. But it's just one of the things where you just have to put the work in. Just like what I'm saying, a relationship. I feel like, but a marriage is it's a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, just putting the work in.
Yeah. As someone that has been married as well, I would have to follow your lead on this one. I would just assume that that would be the same thing. I know the type of person that
Yeah.
I am. I'd rather
Hmm.
have the conversation. Let's talk about it. If I feel like it's something off, I'm gonna let you know. I feel like it's something off. Uh,
Yeah.
I don't believe in wasting my time or your time.
Hmm.
I don't think that it's a bad thing to say that. I don't think it's something that you say it to somebody like, well, this the end. It's more like a, hey, you know, if you're not feeling this or you need a break, cool. We can take a break, regroup. We can spin the block on it, see what happened. You know, we can do that.
Hmm.
We can go get some counseling if you want to. I mean, however you feel what we need to do to try to work on this, if that is something. But there is no need to try to say that we're going to work on it, and it's like we're two boxers. We got to be in the ring together, and so we can't figure this out if I'm in the ring shadow boxing and you didn't even come to the arena.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the only one fighting for this. You know, where are you? So in that
Mm-hmm.
moment, it's like, yeah, you know, then we might as well just go ahead and call it. But you have to fight for it. You know, to your point, it's like it's always going to be those ups and downs in any relationship.
Yep.
You know, at
Yeah,
least that's
I
how I
agree.
look at it anyway. You know,
Yeah, I mean, been married 3 times. Well, technically 2 times. You know what I'm saying? Divorce, stuff like that. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't fight. Like I didn't.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest. I did enough to get by in my second marriage. I did enough to get by. And I was basically matching her energy. She was doing enough to get by. I was doing enough to get by. It just wasn't, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
We sat down and had the hard conversation, and it was like, we decided that it probably would be better for us to go ahead and end it. But the thing was, she didn't really think I would leave, but then I left. So, but we got a message.
Yeah, I think something I've been more aware of lately is that you know, as people we are going to change. Just getting older, um having more life experiences. Sometimes a person goes through a change and you don't necessarily know what the future is going to look like. And so you're trying to make decisions based on what's happening right now, um, because it's a scary thing. I think that would be my thing. Like, I would be nervous. I feel like I'd be nervous, but really, like, I don't know. Like, what do you do when you feel like alone? Like, that's a scary thing.
Absolutely, I agree with that. I don't know what. I think you find yourself in a. I don't want to say a vulnerable position. I think it's like a.
Excuse me.
It's like it would be like being in a room with the light off, but you don't know where the light switch is at, and the other person knows where the light switch is at because you're coming into their world. You're trying to figure out what's going on with them, so you can try to figure out what needs to be done here. And they open up the door to their room to what's going on with them somewhat. Close the door and it's dark, and you are searching and trying to figure out, and they just moving and shifting. So to your point, yeah, you so in that moment, I think it feel like that. I guess that would be like the alone feeling that I would have. It's uneasy. It's you looking for that light to get you through it, and you have to try to figure out how to do it. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't. We'll
Yeah, it
blame it
does.
on the fact that I'm driving.
Shit. Nah, no, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Before I play this next message, if I'm in the room and it's dark and I can't see and she's shifting, I'm just gonna pull my phone out, use my flashlight. Message.
For right now, I think the thing that I would do is I would just wait. Because I feel like I want to be somebody that's married once, and yeah, one thing I can do is wait. So yeah, I think I would probably just wait that situation out, whatever it is, because I don't know what's gonna happen.
I understand that,
Yeah.
but like I said, I use the light from my phone. I don't like being in the. I don't mind being in the dark, but if it's like that and she moving, I just need the light in
Well,
my phone to walk out the door.
Well, that's the thing though. You don't have access to the light, so you don't have the phone because in this world, in this situation, you know that you're trying to work on it or try to figure out what's going on. You don't know what's going on with her, or vice versa. She may not know what's going on with you, depending on whose room who's being access to the room. So it's what's going on within them internally. So it's like they letting you in, but they keeping you shut out at the same time. See, this is their thing, so they know how to move around this dark room. You don't.
Oh,
So it's like, hey, I'm trying to
they're
work
not
on this with
going
you.
to
They say, yeah,
room.
we gonna work on it, but we're supposed to be working on it. But I don't know how we're supposed to do this when you keep shifting on me. I mean, turn the light on. I
Then why
can't do it because you're not telling me how we can do
you
it
breaking
together.
up?
That makes sense.
Yeah, you breaking up.
Oh,
Yeah,
them
you're
back
breaking up.
roads.
Yeah. I mean, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay.
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Yeah,
My
back
question is,
roads got me.
why even go in the room in the
If you
first place?
if you're trying to work on a relationship or you want to stay and wait it out to see how it's going to go.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't want to sit around. You don't want to be wasting your time away. So let's
Mm-hmm.
say it's a 5-year relationship, and
Mm-hmm.
you sitting here waiting, and these last 2 years you've been trying to figure this thing out, and this person hadn't been trying to figure it out with you. That's 2 years that you can't get back until they decide that they want to actually tell you what's going on, or be like, okay, they actually putting their best foot forward to work on whatever it is they need to work on.
Mm-hmm. But if you know, okay, you said this was a 5-year relationship. So in year
Right.
one, you knew that he or she is the type of person that they don't let you in. Then why be there for another 4 years?
Well, what if you didn't know that though? Because everything was gumdrops and lollipops. Everything was good. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it started to hit that. It hadn't flatlined, but to the point of the top, it's like it started to have. You started to hit those walls in your relationship
Oh, okay.
around that year 3. So now it's like, okay, I'm seeing this, and then now
Mm-hmm.
he or she is hitting that dip on you, that fading out on you.
Mm-hmm.
So then to the point, it's like, okay, well now I've invested 3 years in this. I really don't want it to end. So let's
Mm-hmm.
see what we can do with this, if possible.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, messages.
Yeah, messages.
Right. Like you're waiting on the person to illuminate, what is it? To enlighten you, to light up the room to what's going on and to try to be able to move forward. So it's really, you're waiting on them, because sometimes a person, they don't know how to express certain things to you. Like they may not have the words to say.
Okay. Did you hear that message?
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay. All right. All right. My other teammate is here. It's Cheesecake.
Hey, it's your girl Miss Cheesecake coming through clapping, tapping, showing love. Everybody in the chat, make sure y'all follow and share relationship downfall. Who is responsible? What's going on, teammate? G in the house. We got Ro. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the room.
Appreciate it.
What's going on? Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to play the last one so we can round it out.
If I knew year one, it wouldn't even, honestly, I don't even think I could do a year of that. Of dealing with somebody who wouldn't let me in. Because I'm a
Yeah,
very
I agree.
straightforward communicator. I may be nervous to communicate some things sometimes, but no. I'm always open. You can ask me anything. Um, Whoever I'm with, yeah, it's like there shouldn't be any reason for that, other than the fact that maybe they're not used to it, but they gotta catch up to speed, come up to speed real quick.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
I agree with
since
that.
okay, you say you're an open book. How do you pronounce your name before we get back into the topic? Because I didn't want to say her name wrong. Now we can go ahead and move on to the topic.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm driving, so I really can't see it either, and I don't have my
Oh,
glasses on.
yeah, I even got my glasses on. Period. So I don't know. But
You out here living.
but yeah, that's why I asked the question because I'm like
Yeah,
you even though you might what I'm saying it might the downfall of it might be at year 3, you're gonna see some signs in year 1, even though everything is like good. But with that good,
yeah,
there is gonna be some bad. You know what I'm saying? Because when you think about it, when you first get in a relationship, it's always the first 6 months. For some, it's the whole year. You know what I'm saying? And year 2 is when you start seeing the cracks or whatever. But in some relationships, you see them. You see them within the first might not be the first 6 months, but that back end. You know what I'm
mm.
saying? So it's like you just choose not to see them, but you see them,
Or
but you
do
trying
you,
to
or do you
ignore them.
say, okay, I just finna say, do you think they ignore it because it's like, you know what? Everybody have their thing, you know,
Hmm.
that they
Yeah,
bring to a relationship. So maybe
yeah,
these little things you bring in, it isn't a hard for me. It's like a soft, so I can like kind of deal with it. So
yeah.
bump it, we can slide past it
Because what
until year
happens is what
3.
you think. Oh yeah, then that's when the shit is
And you
overwhelming.
get, yeah,
'Cause that be the thing. People have like certain like you said, certain things, certain quirks or whatever, and it don't bother you. Like you see it initially, oh that's kind of cute or whatever, and then by year 2, that shit ain't cute no more. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's just kind of aggravating at this point. But then you feel like you've invested. I'm invested, but you really only invested like I guess 2. I'm gonna say 2 years or whatever. 'Cause I said by year 2, so it's like, but it gets worse. It doesn't get better. It gets worse. And then you try your own
yeah,
way to try to communicate that these little things now are like turning into big things. So that's why I said, this situation like that, I don't think I agree. I don't think I can make it past the first year.
yeah. I agree. If it's something up front, then yeah, I agree with
Yeah.
both of
But
y'all
I also
fully.
understand what you're
Like, yeah,
saying.
nah, I will let you know though. I'll be like, hey, look, you know that thing you do right there. Yeah, yeah, that is not gonna work for me. I'm sorry, that's not gonna work for me.
You see, I want, you know what I'm saying?
Whatever it may be.
But then I agree with you. A lot of times you don't, so then in a lot of situations, you don't get the person, you get the representative.
Yeah,
And then you don't get that real person until like, you know what I'm saying, year 3 of a 5-year relationship, year 3. So,
yeah. She'll meet Leroy, and then next week, no goddamn Leroy show up. You be like,
Leroy
who
done
is this
showed
side of
up.
you?
What the fuck is this? The fuck is this? Oh, we got 2 of them. Got 2 of them.
My name, the tag down there is who is Zach, but Zakia, that's what that part stands for. So Zakia.
Okay. I
Nice,
didn't want to say
nice.
your. I don't. Yeah, I didn't want to say your name wrong. I've got another message.
Right. See, it's never gonna be. I got into a marriage with somebody who can't communicate. No, 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 no. You're one.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, relationships are hard enough as it is, and then You hear somebody that won't talk, let you know what's going on with them. Guess you know you
Mm-hmm.
getting aggravated, and then they turn around and then they mad at you. And you like, what you mad at me for? You the one not talking. Like, you gotta tell me what's going on with you. You know?
But then you also have people, you have the ones that can communicate, and then they communicate with the other person, tell the person what their grievances are or how they feel about certain things, about what that other person is not bringing to the relationship, marriage, whatever. But then that person still doesn't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, or they'll do it for a little while, then stop. Give it a strong week. But by week 2, back to doing the same
yeah,
old bullshit. So
yeah,
after a while, that gets aggravating because you have the person that's communicating and telling that other person, their significant other, or whatever, how they feel about certain things. You know what I'm saying? And they act like they listening. But to me, if you do it today, but don't do it tomorrow or the following day, you was never listening. You only did it for that person to basically shut the fuck up, really.
yeah. True. So then, would it be? Because you know, sometimes you run across some people that it just they not noticing that they doing it, not realizing it,
Hmm. Hmm.
and then you be like, okay, I feel like you purposely doing this, and then you have the conversation. You're like, well, okay, well, no, I feel like you genuine. You're not purposely doing it, but subconsciously you just keep doing this for some goddamn reason, you know.
Yeah.
So then, to
I
your
mean,
point, you be like, well, you know what? I'm tired of going to this theme park. I know all the rides. I know where the concession stands at. I know all the employees. I know the part-time help. Like, I'm just gonna sit in the parking lot on this one. You go ahead. I'm not riding the rides tonight. I just don't feel like it.
that's
And then
like
you find
listening
yourself
to.
starting to fall back.
Hmm. I was gonna say that's like listening to the same song on repeat.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit's okay the first time around. When you get about the 7th, 8th time, oh, okay, we need to change the goddamn song. This shit get on my nerves.
Now the
So,
question I do have though, what if the guy, what if you with somebody and it's like a oversharing, like too much information? At what point do you say, okay, cool, this is everything that's going on that's bothering you? Do you go like, damn, so what do you,
hmm,
are you saying that I need to change all of this? You know, is it,
yeah,
I'm trying to find the best way to put it. Is it more like overload of information of what's going on and what's affecting you? Could that also
I
lead to somebody falling back like, you know what, there's no way I can fix all of this about me that's bothering you?
I feel like you know what I'm saying. It shouldn't have a number on it, but hell, if it's more than goddamn 4 things, then you know what I mean. Like, damn. At this point, I ain't the motherfucker you should be with. I'm just saying. Because you want that person to change their whole being at that point. When you feel
Yeah,
like you said, you feel like it's an overload, and it's like, but to some, an overload is 2 things. You know what I'm saying?
true.
So, some people it's like, it might be 2 small things, and to the other person, it's like, damn, you want me to be something I'm not, and there's only like 2 small things. So I mean, it all depends on how the other person perceives it, I guess. But I just feel like if it's more than 4 or 5, more than I'll give it 5 things.
Yeah,
More than 5, then you might need to wrap. You might need to take your basketball, get your bag, and go play on somebody else's court. I mean, I'm for real. Okay, we got another message.
That's a good question because I will get overwhelmed. And that's crazy. But yes, I will get overwhelmed with a situation if I cannot solve it. Like, I'm like, you know what? This is too much. Social media has been, overdone. I think I would just honestly say, okay, listen, I need, like, give me one problem. What's one problem you have? Like, versus piling all of that, you know? Because it's almost like
Hmm.
dumping your feelings on a person. I might not be the person that you need to do that with. Now it's time for me to say, okay, therapist, right?
I mean, like, you think about it, because you got some people, they have like this long ass list, and it'd be like, you know what I'm saying? Well, give me, you can be like, well, give me a couple things that you think I should, you think I should work on or whatever. Then they come out with a whole goddamn notepad of shit, and it'd be like, you know what I'm saying? You eat with your mouth open, you snore, you do this and you do this,
Yeah.
and it'd be like, God damn. Well, the
I
first time we
noticed
went out
when
on a
you
date,
eat
you
your
should have
food
said
up, you don't
something.
put that paper towel over the food.
Exactly. Exactly. It just be like, and you know what I mean? So let's give me the biggest thing. Okay, if you feel like I'm not, if it's the intimacy or whatever, then I think that's major. That's a major thing. You know what I'm saying? Not if a person snores or some shit. I mean that could be bothersome if you're the person that
Yeah.
don't snore, but I'm just saying, but if it's like something like, the major stuff, let's work on the major stuff. The small stuff, you know what I'm saying? We can work on that over time, but let's work on the major stuff, because the major stuff is what's going to keep the relationship together, not the small stuff.
Now, what if the person say, you know what? You asked me for one thing. I don't have one thing that's major because everything you do, I pretty much is solid on. We good. But there are there are like a couple little things. And what if they
You
name
know what?
6 or 7 little things?
I'm gonna tell you something. That's a lie. Because there's always something. It's always that one major thing in every goddamn relationship. There's always that one major thing that either she does or he does. It's
Yeah.
and there is no relationship where it's not at least one major thing. So um, if a person says, you really don't do anything, I love you the way you are. It's
Hmm.
because that one major thing is something that they think that other person can't fix, and feel like that's
Yeah.
going, you know what I'm saying? That's going to be possibly the end all be all of the relationship.
I can see that.
Oh, we got another message.
I just,
And you know what? I think I feel that way because I want to I want the thing to be successful. I want the relationship to be successful. So by them piling on, like, all of these things, I'm like, wait, it almost like it takes all the hope away. But it's like, if I were to, like, break it down and be like, okay, what's a couple of things that could be addressed, then I could do that.
And let's try and pile that shit up on you. You sitting in a corner with your thumb in your mouth, wondering, questioning all your life choices as an adult in relationships and shit.
I can't
Because I mean,
believe
when you
he
think
had an
about it,
issue. Yeah.
you got to think about it. You can be in one relationship,
Hmm.
and this particular person might have, the person that you're seeing or whatever might have this one thing that you don't, that some one thing that they don't like that you do. Okay, now somehow something happened. You get out of that relationship, you get into another relationship, and you get with someone else, Now they have an issue, but it's not with the same thing
Yeah.
that the first one had. So then, you know what I'm saying? And then you, let's say that relationship don't work and you get with a third person. Now this third person see all of the bullshit that the other two people saw. You know what I'm saying? You know, so now you sitting there looking sad as shit. Damn, I ain't know I was that bad. I was that bad of a person.
True. But
So
what if it's like a, hey, you know, I don't want to pile on you. It's nothing major, you know, a couple of small things, but you know, since you asked me, you remember when we was at my sister's, you know, her baby's birthday party. When little Quay brought out all the coloring books for all of us to color, I noticed
mhm.
that you didn't outline, and you know, you kind of like start coloring outside the penguin. I feel like that shows that you really not financial responsibility at all. You have. So what do you say to that?
Okay, okay. I will walk away. That means that that person is petty as shit, and I will walk away from that relationship. The hell, coloring inside the lines going got to do with anything? What does that have anything to do with your, you know, with your financial stability? Where
Because
does that even go
because the
together?
person, I mean, the person, he or she could be saying, "Hey, look, you know, it's nothing major that we can't fix. You know, that you can't work on. It's just something small."
So we just gonna be sitting around most of the time, you coloring and coloring books? No,
No, no. You was at the little kid party. You know, you at the party. Everybody may tend to color.
but
You
what?
know,
I'm
and
still trying
noticed
to
it
figure out what that got to do with financial stability, though.
because you teeter outside the line. You're not responsible enough to outline that penguin like you should have. Because had you done that, you wouldn't have colored outside the lines.
Oh, you
It's a
stupid.
guideline. It helps you.
Oh man, you stupid.
And I kind of
Yeah, I think
noticed that
I.
when you asked me for that $20 because your account was in the negative. Had you stayed within the lines of the boundaries, you know, you could have had 32 cents in your account, and I still would have shot you that cash, but you wouldn't have been in the negative.
I think at that point I had to take that coloring book and throw it at the wall and walk away. At that point, because now I'm confused.
Touche. Just ask.
Now I'm
You know,
confused. We got another message.
You know what? That I would laugh because I really couldn't take that seriously.
Exactly.
Um,
Exactly.
and I have dry humor too, so I'm definitely gonna think it's a joke. But if they like being for real about it, I'd be like, well, it was a kids' party. I didn't want mine to look as good as the kids. You know, I didn't want to outdo nobody, outshine the birthday girl or the birthday boy. So yeah. But if they taking it serious for real, like I'm gonna look at them sideways for sure, and I'm gonna let them know too. I'm looking at you sideways right now.
I'll be honest with you. If somebody was to tell me that, my first thought is uh serial killer. Because I can't correlate color within the lines and financial stability. I can't. Like that would be serial killer vibes to me. Like like seriously, I would get up and leave. Like I wouldn't even. I'd be like, fuck this kid's party. I'm out. You know what I mean? Like picking balloons and all type of shit as I leave. Because I mean, I can't do this.
you would have popping balloons while you walking out. Yeah, that's how you gonna do the
Yeah,
kids.
exactly. I'm gonna pop the balloons on the way out.
I mean, it's like, I joke aside though. It's like you. I guess it's one of them that you listening to somebody as they are telling you the things that you
Hmm.
do or don't do, and that's the other side of what that other person may be sitting there like. Are you serious right now? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
especially when it's the
see.
small
That's
stuff.
not. That's not what I. I don't see myself doing those type of things. So now we
Hmm.
roll back to, okay. So maybe it's maybe the person, the one that's asking these small, well, telling you about the small stuff. Yeah, it may be like a over the top thing for them. But at the same time, maybe it's because what's small to you isn't small to them, but they still don't see it as something major though. They don't see it as major, but it's small enough to where it's like I ain't aggravated by it, but you know, it's like you need some stability in your life, and I just want to help guide you to it.
I
Because
felt
at the
like you
rate
was
you
gonna
going,
say.
you're gonna be on that caboose at the rate you going.
Oh my God. The rate you going, you're gonna end up in a trailer with no lights and no water, taking a piss and shit in a bucket.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Taking shots of Jack and Coke, looking at butt crack. That's about all you got.
You stupid.
But all jokes aside, though,
Mm,
I mean,
exactly.
it's one of those that just I don't know. It's like you sit there on because you're trying to look at it from both sides. As the person that's receiving these little, if it's something small or major, then you also cross your mind like, well, done. Well, how long was you holding this? You know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
that's
now
true.
the other person may want to pull back and say, nah, I only said it because you asked me, but you had to been holding this because you fired it off like too quick. You know, to what you said
Or,
earlier, where
no, go ahead.
oh no, I was gonna say just like what you had said earlier, where you know they ask you and then they whip out a notepad of shit that they already been waiting on this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Where they hit you with that, well, I really don't have nothing, but since you brought it up,
Since you
and then
brought
they
it
just
up.
start rattling it off. Yeah,
Exactly. Or you have when I don't know if we even brought up this dynamic. You have the one person that tells the other person the stuff that, bothers them with that person or whatever. And that person that's receiving it is looking and saying, well, I don't do that.
yeah,
Cause you have those. Yeah, I don't do that. I don't know what
yeah,
you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
yeah.
to
And then
me,
now you sit there like, nah, you do it because I seen you do it. I'm telling you that you're doing it. Nah, that ain't what
exactly.
happened.
No, I don't do
Oh,
it.
but it
That
is
ain't
what
what
happened.
happened. Fake news. That's fake news. And they ignore what that because you're trying to communicate, even if it's something major or something small. They trying to communicate what it is that's bothering them or that's putting stress on the relationship, and you're sitting there not receiving it.
Yeah,
And a lot of it, sometimes it is the person don't really know they be doing it, and then you have on the other end of the spectrum that they know they doing it.
mm-hmm.
It's not purpose, but they know they doing it. But my thing is, if a person brings something to you that they feel is, what I'm saying, that's important to them, I feel like if you're in a relationship with that person, you should take what they say seriously.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my opinion. And
Yeah,
even if you don't see it, you know what I'm saying? Look at it from their
yeah,
point of view. Because a lot of times in relationships, we don't do that. We don't look at it. We only look at it from one side. We don't try to
yeah.
look at it from their side. Oh, we got a message.
Yeah, that's why addressing things like there's a time and a place. Like that timing is everything. So like for something like when it comes to intimacy, things going on in the bedroom, for me personally, I'm gonna say something right then and there. Because I don't think there's any other way for us to get better or to like there's no other time where we can really address that. Yeah, we could probably talk about it. I don't know. When else are we gonna be really talking about that? Like maybe like I don't know, depending on what type of conversation you're having throughout the day, maybe addressing some things. But I really feel strongly about addressing that like that specifically in the moment. And not in no harsh way either.
I agree with that. But that is, I mean, I want to say that, especially being, that I've been married so many times. I hate I keep saying that. But that's a big thing, like just the intimacy part. And
Yeah,
if you like, okay, let's say you're with a person that um likes to be touched, like, holding hands, the cuddling and all the other stuff, but you're not that person that does, that do that stuff, that'll put a major strain on a relationship.
yeah,
Because it could be to a certain point to where that other person, to go back to what you said in the beginning, as far as, one person can't give you everything. So that make people go out to get what they're not getting at home, instead of just holding a hand, or meeting, at least try to meet that person, he or she, halfway.
oh yeah,
So that's how I look at it.
yeah. I agree with that. I agree with that.
But I think that, I mean, that, and I think what finance, that's like one of the finances, that's one of the biggest things, especially in marriage.
I know intimacy wise, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being
Mm-hmm.
serious as all possible.
Mm-hmm.
I will hold your hand and all this stuff, but when it's time for me to go to sleep, I sleep better if I'm holding your titty in my hand. I'm just saying. That's my personal intimacy thing. If that ain't for you, then cool. I don't know how we gonna work, but
I think that was more than, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I think that's more than I
yeah.
wanted to hear, but okay, I got you. I understand
Listen,
where
let me
you're
tell you
going
something.
with it.
But this is the thing though.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes in life,
Mm-hmm.
you just have to take what's given to you and learn from it. And that's just what it is. You know, I really have nothing
But
else
what was
behind it.
given, what was given to us, because you said that you like to go sleep with titty in hand. I mean, what does
Because
that do
we was talking about
with
intimacy,
people in the room?
and so
Yeah,
you talking about intimacy. So
but no, but you said you was giving. Who are you giving back to? Are you giving back to us, or you just talking about in general?
I mean, I'm giving to the world. So that's
You
everybody,
giving it to the world.
everybody in
Okay,
general. And generally speaking,
okay.
you
I
know,
just need
they
clear.
go along
We
with
get
what y'all
clarification.
saying in that moment. But in the moment, you have that conversation. Like, hey, this ain't my thing. Cool,
Mm-hmm.
cool, cool. So we just gonna do this until I fall asleep, and then you gonna move my hand over.
Oh shit.
It's not a grope up type deal.
Yeah.
Because then
So
it's
you
like,
said too much.
so how do you have that conversation? Not just that, but just saying, just in general.
Just like you, I'm saying, just
So,
like you just had the conversation, like just
but
the
I'm
way you
sleepy
said
though.
it, huh?
But I'm like sleepy. So we can
That
still
should
have that
be.
conversation.
But
Uh huh.
see, that should be that's supposed to be in that, what I'm saying, once you get past that get to know you phase type thing, like when you know what I'm saying, when you're like at that point to where it progresses and it goes into like the, as far as the sex, as far as sexual or whatever. I think that's when you supposed to say that. Then you don't wait till you get in the bed and then put your hand on the thing and be like, that's how, just the only way I can go sleep. Let her know up
Well, the way
front, and
you
then she
just
can
said,
tell
you
you that's what
made
it
it
is.
sound creepy the way you said it. This ain't no
Oh,
sexual
now you
harassment
just,
case on the job. This is like
I
the
mean,
person that you
it
with,
just,
and you like,
it was just how you,
you know.
it was just how you just drop that on you just drop that on the table and say, hey, everybody, this is what it is. So I mean,
Well, I didn't
I
think
was,
about it until y'all started talking about intimacy. You know,
oh, okay. I mean, I'm not, I'm
that's when it
not, I'm
came.
not knocking it. I'm not knocking it. I was just saying, I just felt like that's something that's a conversation that you have before.
Well, the thing about it
Because
is, I'm comfortable
what if she's a
with who
person,
I am, so
or
it
what
doesn't
if,
bother me.
yeah, no, but I'm saying, no, but what if, okay, you don't talk about it until that moment, until you know
Right.
that very first moment or whatever. But what if she's a person that's um, I'm not, you know what I'm
Don't like
saying?
to be
She
touched.
gets don't like to be touched, or as far as you know what I'm saying, at night she gets hot and stuff like that, and she don't, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's why I said I feel like that should be communicated before.
Yeah, you should tell me that up front
You know.
so we don't waste each other time because
Well, she's not gonna randomly say, well, you know, you would have to initiate and say, well, this is how I like to go. You know what I'm saying? This is how I like to go to sleep, and then from there she would respond with, okay, I'm cool with that, or I don't like to be touched.
right, right.
And you know what I mean?
So essentially, it's like you remember what was the movie? Was it Love Jones
That the one with
when they were with Neil Long when they went to go eat
Neil Long. Yeah.
and
Mhm.
what you call just randomly told her, yeah, you know, I don't wear drawers.
It's how you say it. It's not
You
what
know,
you
not like
say.
that because he was
It's how
stuffing,
you say it.
he was in there
Yeah.
eating and shit, but not like that. But I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
hey,
I mean,
you know, this is how I like to sleep. You know, I'd rather we had
well,
that
no,
conversation
but
beforehand.
how?
Then
Yeah, but I'm saying though, how I would say it, how I would spin it would be, um, you ask her the question. How does she sleep? I mean, how does she like to sleep at night? Do she like to sleep on the side, stuff like that? And then that opens that door for you to say, well, this is how I go to sleep, and then she'll let you know if it's a
cool,
green
but
light,
the
red
way
light.
we talking about it, it's still giving off that hey, you
It's
got
not.
Carl over there, an accountant that be sexually harassing everybody. It
No,
giving
it's
off the
not.
Carl vibes, and
But see,
that's
that's
not what
part of
that is.
communicating. But that's part of the communication part of, like, you know what I'm saying? Because my thing is, you don't want to go into that situation and then you don't talk about it, and then when you go put your hand on a titty, then she knock your hand off, and you're like, well, what the fuck?
Well,
Then you
but
already
she's
know.
respectful. That's a respectful lady. It's not a
If
titty.
you have a titty,
I sleep
breast,
with a breast.
whatever, breasty, then you sleep.
Yeah,
Oh, we
it's
got
a
like two
breast.
messages. Well, if she say don't touch my bosom, would that work better for you too? What if she tell you that? Don't touch
Yeah,
me.
that's cool. Yeah, that's cool.
But don't you think like it's not like you making it seem like it's a sexual harassment type thing. No, but
No, it's
I
the way
think
no,
those
but
are
it's the way
like
you saying it though. It feel like
no, but
it
the
feel
way
like it
you
come with a
but it's
pamphlet
but
and a
no
video.
no, but the way you initially said it made me feel like I need a cigarette right after. I'm just saying, like
No, it's not a.
after you finish.
But it's not a grope though. It's more like a hey. It just what's the insurance commercial?
Basically, it's your arm. Basically, it's your when you put your arm over. You know, put your arm over. I guess she's
Yeah,
sleeping one
the
way. Yeah, I
she on
mean
the
that's how.
side.
Yeah, yeah, and you on your side.
I'm nestled behind you. You know, you like a baby
Yeah,
bird. You just come to me like a baby bird, and I got you.
like a baby bird. Okay,
It's gonna fall in my hand.
that's on your hand.
I'm just
All right,
gonna, you know,
we got man. We got two messages. We got two messages.
You know, I was gonna say it sounds like physical touch is like that's one of your hard yeses, or hard no's.
Hard
Like
nose.
in terms of if someone says no, they're not into that, then you just can't, because that's something that you personally are feel strongly about. So yeah, I think that makes sense then.
All right,
thank you.
got one more.
I
Got
like
one
that.
more.
And I think that is something that's probably something that can be said if you guys are talking about, hey, what's your love languages and stuff like that. When it comes to, you know, physical touch specifically, that could probably be mentioned at that point in time. So I do think, yeah, it can be something discussed beforehand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know, I'm sitting here joking about it, but seriously, I do say that. I say it. I let it be
Mm-hmm.
known. And you know what?
Mm-hmm.
It's not
Mm-hmm.
something that's like a oh my God, this is gonna end. It's like, nah, that's cool. You know, I know eventually. You know what I'm saying? That
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hold a titty anyway. So yeah, that's what it is. You know.
Oh, you so stupid. Stupid.
But I'm just saying. I'm just seriously. I'm joking, but seriously, it's not that serious. You know. I do sleep better like that. But hey, look, somebody don't want that. They don't need to do that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, for like I said, like, for some, it's, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying. They would
It's
accept
not
it
a
and
growth.
be like, they would
You know
accept
the
it
best way
and
to
be
put it?
like,
Uh-huh.
no, they would accept it and be like, okay, like you just said, it's not a deal breaker. And then for some, it could be.
You know, like how you have
So I
some
mean, it all
ladies
depends.
that don't like to sleep without their bra on. You know, they don't want to be free,
Hmm.
so they be like, you know, I want to sleep my bra on. You know what I'm saying to you? So your back don't get itchy, and you ask me to go ahead and go up under and start scratching, because you know your strap is pressed up against you. You go ahead and take that off. My hands, the cup holders. I got you. It's like the insurance commercial. Safe hands. You know, I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for us to sleep good at night.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you think about that one. I'm gonna play this message.
So with that being said, that means that you are someone who would not have your own room. You know, like some couples, they have their own rooms now, and they sleep together when they want to sleep together.
Oh hell no! I don't do roommates. That's a roommate. Oh no.
Yeah,
Let me tell
have
you
separate
something.
rooms. Some of them be in the same room, but they looking like who was it? Was it Lucy and them? They had separate beds, but it was slept in the same room. It was one of the TV shows where so you got some that's like that.
True. Uh, I'm not gonna lie to you. That is not for me though. I can't. I can't do it.
But
You
no,
know.
because you said you can't sleep in a separate room and you can't put a hand on the titty or something. I don't know. So I mean that wouldn't
I
work for me.
mean, well, I say that because that's something that's hard for you to sleep at night. You know, in a separate bed.
It's hard for her to, so it's hard for her to sleep at night
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep regardless.
in a separate bed. You
Yeah,
sleep regardless.
yeah,
Don't matter.
yeah.
But for her it'll be hard. Why?
Most likely.
Why would it be hard for her?
Well, probably because she has to sleep with that bra on. Now she gonna wake up itchy. Then she gonna come in the room anyway and be like, "Hey, can you scratch this for me?" Next minute, you know, you ain't in the bed with me, and now, you know, safe hands.
Safe hands. Okay.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah,
All
but you
right.
know, but that's crazy though. I don't know how people can do that with that separateness. Ooh, no.
Okay. Okay then. Well, this was a good topic. This is what 8:33. Go ahead
Yeah.
and wrap this one up. Wrap this one up. All right. Want to thank everyone that listened tonight. Um, appreciate everyone that came through, and be on the lookout for Three Voices, One Mic. We'll be back in a couple weeks. This will be the last episode for this podcast on stereo. We're gonna take a week off, and we'll be on YouTube. So we'll be doing for the rest of the season. We'll be on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
So
So we look forward to it, and as always, like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend. We
if
enjoy.
there's oh, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
Oh,
I'm
you
sorry.
fine. You go ahead. That's safe hands right here, baby. I got you. Go ahead. I'm gonna keep you afloat.
Okay, just you talking about holding someone's titties don't make me feel comfortable. If you talking about you in good hands.
No,
I'm gonna keep you afloat. I'm just joking.
I got you, baby bird.
Okay. If there's any topics that y'all want us to do. But like I said, we moving this podcast to YouTube. You can email us at runandtellat@gmail, at gmail.com. So
You can also find us on Instagram
yeah, you can
at
find
Run
us
and
on
Tell That
Instagram.
Podcast 24.
You can find us on TikTok, and you can find us on Facebook. I think that's it. Yeah, and then we're on all podcast streaming platforms. So you can find us on iHeart, Pandora, um, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. So wherever you stream or download your podcast, you'll find us.
Oh, yeah. But we have one more message before we go.
Okay.
You know what? This is hilarious. Everything is depending on if this lady is sleeping with a bra on and she need her back scratched. This is hilarious. Okay, but what if it's not, somebody like that? What if she just, wants her alone time?
Man, there's nothing
You
wrong
want
with
to answer
that.
that one?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I would be sleeping at my house, and
Sleep at home.
I'll be sleeping at home. But there's nothing wrong with taking a detour. I'll have no issues with holding your thigh as well. From time to time, I will take my hand and ask you to like roll over a little bit, and I'll slide my hand under. So when you lay back on your side will be on my hand. That's cool as well, But on these vacations, preferred destination would be the breast. I will take thigh meat as well. And we will sail on down to, depending on if you land on your left side, that right butt cheek will be cool as well. There's no problems, no issues, But outside of that, have you alone time, no issues with it. I'll be at the
Say he'll
house.
go to the house. Oh,
Just know that
and she
I'm
want that
here for
long.
you.
So when she want that long time, you just gonna just take your ball and bag and take it on to the house, huh?
No. I'm letting you be alone, like you said. We still good. I'm gonna talk to you to the house. I'm gonna talk to you go to sleep. We can be like it used to be when you was in middle school. Talk, you sleep, you sleep until you fall asleep. And then I'll be back.
Oh, somebody be on the phone
Yeah.
and be like, "You sleepy? No, you sleep?
Yeah.
I'm sleepy, but I ain't sleep." Yeah.
Yeah.
And then somebody, aunt, mom, grandma, or some yell from the other room. If you don't get off that damn phone and take your ass goddamn sleep.
Yeah, it'll be like that. And then,
Oh,
in the
okay. I
morning when
got
we
you.
talk, or you text me, you be like, "Done, I really didn't get no good sleep." You know, you just get that emoji with the arms up, like shrugging. Sorry, baby. Dang, you want me to come by so you can get some good sleep tonight?
I got
Come, bring
nothing.
it in.
I got
Bring
nothing.
it in.
Bring it in, huh?
Yeah, me and these hands are here for with love, because we care about you and your well-being. You see how that
I
sounds?
thought it
That's
was
how it go. And now both of us done went to sleep.
might go.
Yeah, now both of us
Okay.
sleeping at this moment.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey, that works. If it works for you, hey, who am I?
but I wouldn't have no problem with it though. Actually, I wouldn't have no problem with it. That's gonna just be like, you'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be back. I
All
feel
right.
like I did more sharing than what you did in this episode.
What are you talking about? What did you share? You said that you go to sleep with a titty, with
Whoa,
breast
no,
in your
whoa.
hand.
Oh, let me tell you something.
Breast in
Don't
your
you?
hand. Shit.
Let me tell you something.
What did you
Special
share?
lady, special
That's
lady
all you shared.
has a breast. This ain't some scallywag down the street. Don't disrespect her like that.
I didn't know you were talking about So you talking? This is not
Oh
a
no, I'm
joke.
just
This
talking
is
about in
something
general.
serious.
Oh no,
Oh, I
I'm
thought
still
you.
playing. I'm still playing.
I thought you.
I do it for real though.
I
No,
thought this
I
shit.
do it for
I
real,
thought
but
this
I'm
shirt.
joking at the same
I
time.
thought this shit turned real quick on me.
Oh
Like, damn. Oh, so he do this shit
man.
for real. Okay.
I mean, yeah, I
I'm
do
about
it
to
for
feel
real, but I'm
bad for a
playing.
minute. Yeah.
Feel bad for what? I mean, we sleep
You
great.
said. You said. You said she ain't no random. I was like, oh shit. So this is real. I thought you were
Yeah,
joking
I'm
the whole
saying
time.
yeah. No, I'm saying she's not a random because,
Yeah.
she's the one, you know, my hands are the catches. So I'm keeping that gravity up for her.
Okay.
Pretty much, I'm just out here doing the Lord's work, is all I'm saying. I'm
Don't
here
do
for
that.
you. Do what?
Don't do that. Don't do
Do
that.
what?
Don't do that.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Some have it,
But
some want it, and some got it.
on that note, we're gonna go ahead and close this one on out. You have any parting words before
I
we close
mean,
out?
I do, but we'll save it for the next episode, is all I'm saying.
No, you might as well because we taking a week off. So go ahead while it's
Now
fresh
I'm
on
going to
your
hold it.
mind.
Nah, it'll still be fresh then.
Uh,
Yeah, it'll
give
still
me
be
a
fresh
message.
then. I'm lying like hell. I'm gonna forget like shit.
Go. Yeah, but you might as well go and say it now.
Honestly, I had already forgot. So I didn't think we was gonna keep this
Okay.
back and forth going.
We gonna keep that. Okay. All right then. Well, we appreciate everyone that came through. We appreciate the messages. Like I said, we taking a week off, and we'll be back. I don't remember what day that was. What day was that?
Shoot, we what week after next?
Yeah, week after next. So then we'll be on YouTube then. So bro, you gonna close it out?
I mean, we appreciate you. We thank you. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. I am Ro. This is Gerard. Our brother G Man is down in the listener section, and
Yes,
he
he
will be
is.
with us for the next
Will
episode.
he? Yes, he will.
We had some technical difficulties, which is why he wasn't able to join us for the festivities tonight. But we'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Or, I'll be in these stereo streets, so I will be busting to everybody's room as always while I'm at work. So I'll never say nothing, but I'll send you a message. That's about the best I can do while I'm working.
All right. Yeah, I'll
From
probably be
one
on
piss and
stereo.
shit bucket to the next. Say what?
I'll probably be on stereo somewhere at some point this week,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I've been trying
Real
to get you
quick
to.
though. Real quick. Why that dumbass keep sending me an invite? I don't want to go to your damn TikTok.
I mean, I want you to
I
come
don't
back,
want to see your
man.
TikTok live. I don't want to see your TikTok live. Don't know why you sending me an invite.
Well, love hard. Just remember, people love hard.
I don't even know what that means. I'm about to go. This has been the weirdest closing of an episode that we had so far.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I voted this morning, and I got up super early. I got off, and so yeah, it's been a long day.
Yep, I know it is.
Yeah, so that's why I
All
really
right.
don't have much.
I ain't got much either. So yeah, we'll go ahead and
Yep.
close it out. All right.
But you do have a
All
whole lot
right,
of
Ro.
passwords.
Oh, okay. Okay. So when you went on your drive, did you have your piss and shit bucket with you?
Absolutely.
You had your
Sure
travel,
did.
left your old one in the trailer with no lights on. People gonna
Yeah.
leave messages thinking like this shit is
What are
real.
they talking about? Oh, we got a
Like what
message,
the
matter of
fuck are they
fact.
talking about? All right.
Hi, Jared. Hi, RL24. What's up? Shout out to everyone, the listeners. Relationship downfall. Who is responsible? I think responsibility falls for both partners, depending on what happened in the situation. Much love, and I hope you have a great day.
And we appreciate it.
We
Thank you.
appreciate you.
All right. All right. Now, seriously, we're going
Yeah. We appreciate y'all. Z, you've been great. I'll be bouncing in your room as well. We're gonna get Gerard to put on his snazziest of clothing and have him hit these stereo streets with me.
I'm not even going to respond to that. Like I said, I appreciate everyone being here, and we will see y'all in 2 weeks. All right. I'm out.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid.